This is a Talon Knife Doppler. Not just any Doppler, it is called a Talon Knife Sapphire. This is a Stiletto Knife Doppler, but not just any Doppler, a Stiletto Ruby. These two knives are just a couple of knives I have traded up to over the last 5 months. Before the update of the 22nd of October 2025, the only way to get these knives is by unboxing them. Unboxing means you purchase a case, you purchase a key, and you hope for the best. What Valve has done on the 22nd shocked a lot of people. You were always able to take 10 skins of one rarity, put them into a so-called trade-up contract, and trade them up to one skin of a higher grade rarity. The rarities always range from grey, light blue, blue, purple, pink, and red. Red being the so-called covert skins. For more than 10 years, the covert skins were the stock. You were not able to trade up covert skins into rare special items. Now, since we've had the update on the 22nd, you can take not 10, but 5 covert skins and turn them into rare special items. I've done a lot of these trade-up contracts over the last half year, and in this video, I want to go over every single rare special item I have gotten, ranging from me losing a lot of money to me making a gazillion. My name is Leonard, and let's get into it. Now, I feel the need to mention this before we start. Camera focus up, bro. We are technically talking about a fancy way of just my gamble history. And if you don't do your research on these items or on these trade-ups, you will lose a lot of money. So please let me warn you, be careful, do your research, and never treat it as a way of making money. I've caught myself thinking once or twice, surely after the 3rd loss in a row, I will need to hit big. That is just not true. We cannot fall into that way of thinking, otherwise you lose everything. Please be warned, it is gambling, be careful. Now, I have not mentioned before how you can check your past trade-up results on Steam or any of your inventory movements in general, but it is really simple. First, you go to your Steam inventory page. Then, next to the Trade Offers button, you will find the More drop-down menu. Click that, navigate to view inventory history, and that's it. You can pre-select a specific game inventory if you'd like, and you can also divert to a direct date in the past if you already know what dates you were looking for. For me, that was not the case. All I remembered was the date of the update, which was the 22nd of October 2025. So I started scrolling. My first manual search resulted in me doing this. I kept scrolling down, I kept clicking the Show More button, and I thought, the trade-ups will surely show up, right? I'll just write down everything that I find. Yeah, that took about an hour. I thought manually scrolling down will give me what I need, but I think I did so many things in my inventory that it sometimes overwrote some listings, so some trade-ups just wouldn't show up, which is why the first search only resulted in me finding 22 trade-ups, and I knew that was wrong. So I had a second idea about how to find these trade-ups. Meet CS Float. CS Float plays 2 roles in this. The first role is CS Float's marketplace. I sold about 95% of all my traded up items on CS Float. That will mean not just listings, I can also see the float value. The second role is the database. The database lists every single item that is traded player to player. It lists people unboxing items, or more importantly in our case, show crafted items. So all I had to do was take the float value of the items that I sold, put it in the database's search bar. Obviously, I need to add the skin that I traded up to as well, but it shows up. So that's the solution to our problem.
One eternity later.
And that's the last one. Let's see how many items I actually traded up to. Okay, a little voiceover here. I'm currently going through all the items I've traded up to, and the results are actually quite surprising. Out of the 44 trade-ups that I have made as of this video, 28 of them have been losses, while 16 were profit. I basically only ever profited every 3rd trade-up. I don't know about you, but I think it's pretty lucky. My worst loss was actually a kukri knife 4S DD pad in minimal wear, losing me 400 euros. Funnily enough, my best hit to this day was just the day after I hit that kukri, and that was a pair of Pandora's box gloves in minimal wear, which I had sold for a profit of over 5,100 euros. Now, again, if I didn't record or stream any of these trade-ups, I wouldn't do them. They serve the main purpose of being content. I have spent a total of 15,728 euros and 85 cents on gold trade-ups. In return, I got 24,401 euros and 1 cent, resulting in a profit of 8,674 euros and 16 cents. That is quite the profit. This whole video was a fun idea I had 2 days ago, because I wanted to let you viewers in on the total expenditure and earnings of me. I always try to be as transparent as I can be with my earnings, and so I thought this video might be a good place for it. It was also my first time ever recording voiceovers and standing in front of a camera when it's not to a live audience, so if it looks weird, it is weird, because I've never done this before. Let me know if you think I did a good job or not. The choice is really yours. Just tell me anything, please. My name is Leonard, aka McLannister, and I will see you in the next one.